Hello everyone and welcome, hopefully, assuming we finally mastered this crazy technology, to the APS mixtape. This is a bi-weekly show where members of the Alternative Performance Society come and just showcase their ideas, have a bit of fun. And I look like an idiot because I don't know how to press buttons. It's all very exciting. With us this week, I've got Luke Ackroyd again with his brilliant show, Last Minute Changes. Hello, Luke.
Hello.
Luke, very excited he gets to sit at the big boy's desk behind all the buttons with me because there's not enough space in here. Very excited, aren't you, Luke?
Yes. Definitely.
Bit of a wet patch on his chair. It's all right. With Luke today, we've got APS Vice President George Locke. Hello, George.
Hello there.
Scintillating stuff. All the way from Swindia.
Yep.
We have Yogi. Hello, Yogi.
Hello, everyone.
How's Swindia at the moment?
Good. It's good. It's hot.
Excellent. And we've also got Ant without Deck. It's James Murphy without Ryan Ward.
I don't need him. Hi.
That's good. Lead with the denial. It's strong. It makes like a good case. Right, we're running a bit behind. So shall we crack on with the first round?
Yeah, basically we have Last Minute Changes, an improvised team-based game. We have the different roles. We have Yogi as the narrator of their story. We have James as the main character and George as the additional characters. The logline they selected before the show was, "It's late at night and one man cannot brush his teeth. He is out of toothpaste. Will the shop still be open at this hour?" And James has selected the protagonist of half bird, half man. It's Man Bird, a retired superhero. So for the first round, they have about 5 minutes to tell the introduction of their story, but there will be one last minute change during halfway through.
Okay.
So I'll start the time right
Holy
now.
Jesus. Okay. There was a man. He was about to brush his teeth. His name was Johnny. And he was a birdman? Yeah, he was a birdman.
Yes.
And so he grasped his toothbrush and he looked at it. And then he said,
Wow, it's a toothbrush.
and all he needed for that toothbrush was toothpaste. But he exclaimed,
There is no toothpaste upon my sink.
and so began his journey to find toothpaste. But he encountered his first problem. He had to pay rent, and next door was Sandra Bullock. Mrs. Not the actress, she just shares the same name. She's very old.
Hi, Sandra. It's funny your name is Sandra Bullock.
What's that? You'll have to speak up, young whippersnapper.
Oh.
And so he decided not to speak up, but to sneak away. But unfortunately, he wasn't wearing any clothes.
Ah, my eyes! My 2 glass eyes have never seen such a horrible thing.
But my lower half is the lower half of a pigeon. Therefore, it's not offensive unless nipples offend you.
They do.
Oh.
And with that, he jumped 8 stories. But it's fine because he had the legs of a bird, which he broke. And
No wings!
no wings to
Okay,
help him.
we have a last minute change. The entire baked bean industry wants a sponsorship deal. Incorporate beans into the story somehow.
Okay. So he walked out of his of the building of which he lives, and in the trash can he saw a bum. And he asked the bum, "What are you eating?"
Yes!
Oh, wait.
What are you eating?
Sorry, he asked the bum,
What are you eating?
and the bum responded with,
I'm eating baked beans, mate. Cold out of the tin is how I like 'em.
and specifically Heinz, I think. Heinz.
Yeah, that's right. Heinz. Yeah, the best.
He
I'm
just
so lonely.
he decided to give Johnny his only tin of baked bean.
You are, mate, my only tin of baked beans.
Wow, thank you. These won't heal my broken legs, but I'm sure it'll be tasty.
That's good. Do you know anywhere I can live for the night?
And then he walked off into the distance.
Please come back.
And wouldn't you know it, his legs were healed because of baked beans, Heinz specifically. He then walked across the street and he realised that it's quite late. And in order to go to the shops in time, he had to take a dangerous shortcut. And that was through the red light district. And then he said to himself,
Well, this looks to be an adventure for sure.
an adventure it was, until he met Lisa, the lady of the night. He went up to Lisa and asked her, "What are you doing at this time of crap?" he said, and then he asked,
What are you doing at this time of night, out and about on the streets?
Wouldn't you like to know, big boy?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to take that literally. It was a rhetorical question.
he went to his pocket to find something, and out came out a £20 note by accident.
Oh, you're very generous, sir.
I keep it under my wings.
I see. Well, that's not quite as generous as I had assumed you were going to be, but fine.
I'm going to call the police because you're illegal.
You have about 40 seconds left.
And so he decided to call the police. And then, after calling the police, he took her money because he thought might need a lot of because he thought, sorry.
Whoa, I might need some money.
But I need the money too. I've got 2 kids. They're dying.
I'm half bird.
And so, with that, he ran away. And he made it through the red light district.
Yep, and your time's up. Well done.
That was brilliant. I like the way you flowed off each other. It was almost as if Yogi started saying your dialogue, James. It's just the way that
I knew, yeah.
It was incredible. Yeah. Of course, you were earlier when you said "oh crap," you were going to finish that with ums. It was going to be "oh crumbs." Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
The
Yeah,
most nutritious
yeah.
part of any piece of food is the crumbs.
Yeah, yeah.
So how are we feeling about your start then? Bit less chaotic than last time. Bit more prepared.
Yeah, we.
I wouldn't say logical.
No, I think it's pretty logical.
I do have some qualms about our protagonist. He hates homeless people and women. So far.
Who doesn't, right? So next up, we actually have a tweet from Ben Clark Booth, who says music still playing. I don't think it is, Ben. That Clark Booth, eh? Anyway, this next song is dedicated to Ben Clark Booth. It is Maroon 5's "Moves Like Jagger." Hello and welcome back to the APS mixtape. That was "Moves Like Jagger" by Maroon 5. What did we all think of that?
It was a song.
Yes, it was, George. Nothing gets past you, does it?
No.
It's got quite the rapturous response on Twitter. We've got from Ben Clark Booth, a frowny face. And then we've also got from Ben Clark Booth, "Why are you doing this to me?" Because it amuses me, Ben.
Because we love you, Ben.
Love you so much.
Essential.
We also have from, not sure who this is, at Baptist__John, who says, "Yeah, leave the poor guy alone." I'm not sure how Baptist John knew that we were attacking Ben, because
It's John
although
the
I suppose I did
No, he's telling Ben to
dedicate
leave
it
us
to him.
alone.
He's telling Ben, as God's just spoken to me Baptist John, you need to tell Ben to calm down.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to tell him to cool his crackers. That's how God speaks, cool his crackers.
He's very down with the euphemisms like that.
Yeah, he's hip, he's cool.
He's
He knows
racist
what
as
he's
well.
doing. He is a bit, yeah. Moving swiftly onwards. Before Baptist, we don't want to upset Baptist John. He seems like quite the scary man. Shall we crack on with round 2?
Yep, round 2. You have 10 minutes this time, and there'll be 3 last-minute changes.
Ooh.
The time starts now.
Whoa! Right, here we go. After escaping the red light district, he decided to take another detour into
My favourite place.
which was the Happy Days Museum, full of lots of memorabilia from Happy Days. Unfortunately, it was shut, but he knew a thing or two about how to break in.
I've robbed people.
Blind. And he breaks in. And he sees lots of lasers. Lots and lots of lasers. Everywhere. But he can't see them. That's the thing. Because you can't see lasers. But he knew there were a ton of lasers.
I can see you, lasers.
He got out his favourite brand of cigarettes.
Marlboro.
And he started to smoke heavily.
Oh, that's a good cigarette.
Oh, and that was his 20th. And the room was full of smoke. And with smoke, you can see lots of lasers. It was then he decided to do some skillful acrobats to pass through those lasers. He made noises just such as...
Huh.
And also... That was his quadruple backflip. His signature sound. As he made it past all the lasers, he found Henry Winkler's wig that he wore in Happy Days, which actually had a phone number on it. A phone number to a shop that specifically sells toothpaste and wigs.
Our main character needs a catchphrase.
Okay, so he took the wig and he decided to ring the number. But when he calls someone, instead of saying hello, he always opens with,
Hey, I'm wearing a wig.
and that was his famous catchphrase. And on the store was the famous toothpaste and wig clerk, Marcus. And he responded with,
So, if you want to go on vacation to Mallorca on her, don't get all squeamy when she wants to go down the Eiffel Tower with you, alright? So, sorry, what was the question?
he only said hello, or hey, his famous catchphrase, so then he decided to ask a question.
Hey, I'm wearing a wig.
Yeah, that's good for you. I don't know quite what that has to do with Eiffel Towers, but yeah, what is it you want? It's like 3 a.m.
Well, I'm a man-bird, half man, and I was wondering, do you have any toothpastes?
Toothpastes? That's a very niche item you're asking for there. I'm gonna have to go look.
So he went look into the back room of the store Toothpaste and Wigs. And what he found was...
we don't have any toothpaste, but we do have lots of jam.
That is of no interest to me whatsoever, sir. In fact, you really disgust me. I'm going to hang up.
And so he hangs up and eats his own phone in anger. Yeah. Sorry, that made me squirm as well.
That certainly sounded angry. I was feeling the rage there.
And so he left in a huff and a puff. But he decided to go on the roof so that he could get more visibility. And then, as he looked over, he spotted something and exclaimed,
Oh man, I love these roofs. And hey, look at that.
oh, he was shot in the back.
Last minute change, the sponsorship deal has been increased. They want a can of beans to become one of the main characters.
He was shot by Baked Bean Man, a man who shoots in beans.
Oh, your famous bean gun has penetrated my bird body with a bean.
Just as I planned, Johnny Manbird.
And so, Bean Man, who is also known as McBean Griffin, is furious.
I'm furious.
I can tell.
And on the rooftop, they decided to battle.
I want to battle you, Johnny Manbird.
I'm actually not a very violent person.
Too late.
And so, Johnny decided to use the tactics of Gandhi and get out his minigun.
Haha! Look at my minigun.
Oh no! Miniguns, my one weakness.
Went the minigun.
Ah!
spraying everywhere.
Ha 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 ha!
He was literally bleeding beans.
I'm literally bleeding beans!
Beans were everywhere.
Oh, my innards, send forth to the four winds.
But it didn't slay him, as he then grew bean wings.
I've just grown mighty bean wings.
I can see!
I like to narrate my every action. It makes it more dramatic.
Me too. I'm stepping to the left.
Oh no! I could not foresee such a brilliant tactic. I'm careering off the roof!
And so, after moving to the left and making Bean McGuffin, I forgot his name, fall off the roof, he splat on the ground, creating a flood of baked beans.
I will have my...
And another last minute change, one of the side characters has a dark secret to reveal.
And out came the landlady,
Hello!
and she had a dark, dark secret.
I've got something to tell you, half-naked man. I want revenge for you killing my wife!
Yes, Baked Bean McGuffin was actually her wife. But she also had another secret about the Birdman.
Man-bird.
Man-bird.
I know a secret about you, sir.
No, you definitely do not.
Don't I? I was pretty sure I did. Maybe it's my Alzheimer's again.
Well, let me hear it. You never know.
I know where your toothpaste is.
Where?
How much you gonna pay me for me to tell you?
I have £20. And maybe a bean. What?
He's
I can't
got
remember what I
got
have.
£20, but he refuses to tell her about that extra £80 that he stole because he wanted to keep it.
Ha 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 ha!
Why are you laughing? You haven't said anything.
Sorry, it's an in-joke.
Oh, I don't get those.
She doesn't understand in jokes, and in fact, that is her one weakness.
I have no sense of humour. I don't get jokes.
And so, she still had that secret, though. I almost forgot about the toothpaste, and he needed answers.
Look, tell me where the bleeding toothpaste is, or I'll flap you into next week.
Oh, I don't want that. I don't like next week. I want to go home. Yes, the toothpaste. I saw a man take it.
Man or a woman?
Ah!
I don't know. It looked like a man, but I wasn't wearing my dentures, so I can't tell.
Well, that makes sense.
And so he decided to beat her up, punch her in the face, then in the stomach, and then one for good luck, he threw her off the roof.
Bean you later. Should have said that earlier when I killed the bean
Oh,
man.
beautiful!
At least now I'm reunited with my wife.
It was kind of relevant because she landed on her wife, who was just a flood of beans
Yeah,
that
about a
went
minute left.
splat. Okay, and after that battle, he went out to look for that man or woman.
Well, which could it be? Where will I go? Man, woman?
He decided to jump off the roof and fly, but then he forgot that he doesn't have wings.
I don't have wings.
Splat. But luckily, he landed on the old woman, and that saved his fall. But unfortunately, it did put the nail in her coffin.
Ha!
I've been nailed.
He-
Just as I planned. Now, where is that man, woman?
Before he went for that man-woman, he thought, these guys need sorry.
You can't
a
gesture
proper
on
funeral.
the radio. You can't
He
make
decided-
a symbol and hope people will understand it because they
He
can't
wa-
see it. Yogi.
These guys need a funeral. Big time.
That's your time.
Oh,
Oh, cliffhanger.
here's a
Very good.
cliffhanger.
Question: what do you all have against women?
Hey, and men. Bean
Mostly
men.
women, though. Bean Man was the old woman's wife, though, so surely Bean Man wasn't a man.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Bird is from a different generation. He's a retired superhero, so he's actually quite sexist.
He's played by John
Ah.
Wayne.
And who doesn't love John Wayne, so we can forgive him?
Yeah.
Like when your grandparents are racist, you're sort of like, oh, Gran, you can't say that. we call them something else now, which we also can't say on the radio. So yeah.
Man-bird can.
No, he can't. What did you think of that then, Luke?
Yeah, I'm hooked.
Hooked.
I really want to find out what happens in the next round. Bring it on.
A funeral.
The phrase bleeding toothpaste was used quite a lot. Is that literal or is it like a metaphor?
Both.
I like to
Both.
think we're making a statement on the dental industry.
What statement is that?
You've got to push the toothpaste from the bottom up and not from the middle. Otherwise, it will start
Yeah.
to bleed.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. We have a tweet
By
from
Colgate.
at YJinxCrawler, who says, at Luke Ackroyd has a wonderful radio voice. Also, the Murph needs to move closer to the microphone. # speak up.
# get out!
Okay then.
He's the new Jack.
I think you've pulled, Luke. There's your Valentine sorted.
Is it
Thank you
Valentine's
very
Day?
much for the compliment.
Nah, it's Saturday, but you know, it's coming up. It's coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got to turn my phone off.
Out and about, on the prowl, Luke Ackroyd.
I don't have a response.
Luke's response is uncomfortable silence, or rather, I'm sure we're supposed to be playing a song now, which we are. In fact, it is Heartbeat by Scouting for Girls. That was Heartbeat by Scouting for Girls, which has just crashed the sound system. You can't see this, but I'm looking at it and it's just died, so you may just have to listen to us for the next 25
Well,
minutes.
there's 2 funerals you have to conduct
Non-stop.
in the next 10 minutes.
Oh
then.
God, yeah.
And
Yeah, no,
Yogi's
it's just
laptop, that's
it's
3.
an
Oh, yeah.
intentional thematic link. I want people to really focus in on the important character beats of this incredible tale.
We go
Absolutely.
the extra
But,
mile with this.
Yeah. Well, during that song break, we've got a bit of smack talk going on Twitter. Ben
wow.
Clark Booth tweeted in. He says, "Actually, all in caps locks.
Oh, no.
I can hear the Murph just fine."
Oh.
And then he says, # shut your face, Yusuf.
Oh.
And Yusuf has responded without me even reading it out, saying, "I shall not be silenced," with not 1, not 2, not 4, but 3 exclamation marks. Also, what do you do in
Excessive.
Valentine's Day, boys? There's room round mine.
I'm having a steamy evening in myself.
I'm going on the laptop.
I'm having a steamy night in with James.
Oh.
Does James know about
No.
this? You kind of
And I'm bringing Yusuf as well.
Is there room for Yusuf?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
sure it's not going to be like too tight a fit or anything? Like you're all going to be able to fit in there?
It's going to be a sandwich.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't
Who
like this.
Who's in the middle of the sandwich? Who's like
James.
the creamy filling? Okay, cool.
Creamy. I mean,
Yeah.
if
yeah.
it's me and Yusuf, you know he's the creamy filling.
Race humour. That works really well on the radio as well when no one can see what we look like. Well done, team. The music still isn't
I
working.
don't really have that many Valentine's plans. I was going to paint my bedroom 50 Shades
No,
of
no,
Grey.
you don't get to complain about Valentine's because
I'm
you
not
have a
complaining.
girlfriend.
He's
I'm not-
celebrating by painting his room.
Different 50 Shades of Grey.
I
yeah.
see what you yeah,
The
yeah.
colour of love.
Yeah, we all know.
And
that-
abuse.
And abuse. Aren't the two essentially the same according to E.L. James? Which is not, you know. I don't even want to finish that sentence.
You
So,
can watch.
moving
50.
away from the book about BDSM, let's go on to
not
round
that
3.
Yep,
No.
round 3 is identical to round 2. So
What a twist.
you've
This
been
is
warned.
tough.
Let's
Shock.
start the timer.
Oh, okay. So after after he thought I'm going to perform a Viking funeral and sing, for he's a jolly good fella.
I can't wait, but actually I think there's someone else who could sing it even better than me. My bird friend who's pure bird. Don Johnson.
Hello.
And Don Johnson flies over and lands on his shoulder, even though he's bigger than our man bird,
Ow!
Johnny. And they both began to sing.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and he'll die in the ditch.
And
Die in a ditch.
a ditch he died in. And with that, with some lighter fuel and a box of matches, he burnt both the granny and the McBuffin man, and created a large fire, a very large fire. So, if you are out of candles and you do need a fire, you can buy Heinz beans to light and create a nice fire with. And then after the funeral, he decided, I need to call someone for advice. And that was ex-football manager Jim Jims. Ring ring.
Hey, I'm wearing a wig.
Catchphrase.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, the sun sets, and you look. We have to learn a lot about the other team because their goal is to score in our goal, but our goal is to score in their goal. We don't care who gets the goals in the end, as long as we score 3 points. I mean, it's a results business we're in because the fans were magnificent today. They paid good money to see the team perform. They could have paid bad money, but they didn't. They're above that. They paid good money, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. I mean, when you're thinking about it, at the end of the day, did you really perform 110%? Yes, you did, but the other team performed 120%. And when that happens, you have to look inside yourself at the end of the day and say, just because sometimes I kick my wife out of bed at night and scream, it's a goal, does that mean I'm a bad husband? And the answer is yes.
Unfortunately, he reached voicemail. Beep.
Right. I'm not going to call you again, at the risk of that happening again.
But then Jimmy McJimmy realised it was his friend Johnny who was calling, so he quickly answered the phone.
Hi there, Johnny. How you doing at the end of the day?
Yeah, I'm really great, mate. How have you been? What have you been up to?
Well, we had this big match recently, and
No?
You don't know? Oh, well, you see, it was great,
But Johnny didn't have time for matches.
Because, see, at the end of the day, the team performed really well.
Yeah, that's great. I'm fine, by the way.
Oh, good to hear it, at the end of the day.
Yeah, so, I was wondering, some toothpaste?
That's an interesting question, because you see, toothpaste is...
Last minute change. Pages from the story are missing. Skip randomly ahead.
And so... he decided to go in front of Jimmy McJimmy's house, but unfortunately it was surrounded by angry football fans.
Ah, my favourite kind of people.
They looked at the half man-bird, man-bird, half man-bird, half man, quarter bird. And they said, oh,
no, it's a half-man word.
They were infected with the T virus and they were zombies, half football fans.
And it's pretty much like being a normal football fan.
Fortunately, being like Gandhi, Man-Bird had a shotgun.
It was hidden upon my feathery bosoms.
Shotgun, penalty shootout.
And so he shot all of the fans in the head.
Ha 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 ha! Bean you later!
Oh, and that worked because it didn't. And so he ran through the door, kicked it down, and said...
Ow, my tiny bird feet. It's difficult to kick open a door with tiny bird feet.
And he broke his feet again. But fortunately, Jimmy McJimmy was there to help him.
We never stopped believing, after we got that first goal, and it was just like a push there, a hard push against the enemy defence,
Jimmy, you're a real difficult man to talk to.
Oh, yeah, but at the end of the day, is it my problem that I have this intense passion that you can tell through my monotonous delivery of my voice?
Well, I suppose not, when you put it like that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when you put it like that, I have to agree with you.
Look, I have tiny bird teeth that need cleaning rapidly.
Oh, that's all right. You see, when you're fighting halitosis, you need to give it 110%. No less will suffice. Luckily, I do have something to do with that. You see, I recently got a lot of money from the owner of the club, the Russian mafia, and they've given me a lot of Listerine, which I tend to use to wash my boots.
We've got
in.
another last-minute change. The sponsorship has dropped out. We need
Why?
to slander all baked beans.
Because, baked beans, I used to use them to wash my boots, but now I realise actually they smell like day-old urine, so I'm not going to have baked beans ever again at the end of the day.
It's not a good idea to wash your boots with beans. Beans are the literally worst product on the market. I got shot with one, and now I'm pretty sure I'm losing my feathers.
It often happens like that. I have the same problem, you know.
And also, the room was very dark, and they once heard that baked beans make a good candle. Turns out, no they don't! They're not flammable, they're rubbish! And that was silence. Speaks everything about baked beans. And so, they decided to talk in the dark, which they already did, so that's fine. But then, it turns out that Jimmy McJimmy is Johnny's father.
You know, Johnny, at the end of the day, I have something I have to say to you, and that's the fact is that, you know, I'm like a father to you because I am.
What?
I am.
You're...
But then memories of abandonment through all his mind, and he got very, very angry.
I can see you're very, very angry about this, but at the end of the day, you need to look at the bigger picture. You know, this is a results business we're in.
And your final last change of the round, we could really use a dramatic monologue from our main character.
Due to the abandonment, he had a lot to say.
All those years I grew up wondering when one day would I have a parent to say, it's okay, you have little bird feet and you don't have actual legs or male genitalia, which would have been quite nice actually. Sometimes I feel a bit envious of other men, and that's down to you, possibly. In fact, did you have it off with a bird? Is that how I am the way I am? Because if so, that's very greedy of you. How dare you put me into this world in this way, you piece of work.
He didn't answer that question because it's still a monologue. And he carried on.
Oh, how I hate you. I could talk about you all day with my birdiness. You know, sometimes I wake up in the morning and a bird lands on my window and it screams and runs away because it's disgusted that I'm a freak. And I go outside.
And then the monologue ended. And Jimmy McJimmy responded.
Look, I don't want to seem like I'm putting the other team players down here, but, you know, I looked at you when you were born and I thought that's not going to be a team player. You know, he's not going to give 110%.
Who's my mum?
That's a long story I wish I actually had an answer to. But
And so Johnny kicked him in the face with his bird feet.
That really hurt, you know, but it's a shame you didn't go into the beautiful game because a kick like that could have won us the Premier League match.
And so he was flawed.
Yes.
And dead. Flawed and dead. But unfortunately, he got no closer to the toothpaste debacle.
Where is my toothpaste? Maybe if I found my mother, she could give me some as a supportive bird woman.
He found a note written by Jimmy McJimmy, and it said,
at the end of the day, I feel bad that my son, one of the many sons I have, because obviously the team are kind of like figurative sons to me, but, you know, my actual biological son never knew his mother or me. I should probably do something about this, so I've enclosed below an address where he may find his mother on the off chance that he comes around my house and kicks me to death in the face. I just want to go to my grave knowing that at the end of the day, I was a team player.
But it turns out that address leads him to the landlady that he had killed.
It's the landlady that I had killed. Who was married to the beanie person, I believe.
And that's your time.
She's a polygamist.
Excellent. I'm glad we finished that by introducing some polygamy into it,
Yeah.
because that's what
What a
we needed.
twist.
We needed some polygamy. Like, I was in a lecture earlier today, and my lecturer was like, "Do you know what the world needs? Polygamy." And I was like, "You know what? You're right."
We're here to bring that.
Yeah, that's the dream. We've got some more tweets, but we'll get to those in a minute. What do we think of that round? Are we all like? Do we know where this is going? Have you got the
I don't
end
know.
game in mind?
I can't wait
Excellent.
to find out.
We're like the writers of Lost.
Yes.
Topical.
Less
topical.
lost.
Yeah. Because see what you did there. Very clever. What do you think,
Absolutely.
Luke?
Yeah, I am in tears. I can't believe how magical you made this story.
Yeah, it is emotional. It is an emotional journey.
Yeah, right. So some of the some of our tweets. Then we've got from Yusuf. We've got yay, cream and steam, best Valentines ever. Also, shut your face at BenCB. Which Yusuf then followed up with, actually, don't shut your face at BenCB, because a certain someone added the hashtag said on @NerveRadio, hashtag angry football fans. I don't know what Yusuf's talking about. The shut your face was there. Ben put that in. Like, that wasn't me. Like, don't check. If you've got Twitter, don't check. Just trust me, okay? Just believe in me. And then Yusuf finished off with quoting, that worked because it didn't. Best round yet, 110%. I think personally he's just trying to butter you two up because, you know.
A sandwich does need butter.
It'll happen
True.
on Saturday.
We've also got from @Sprucey Moosey. At the end of the day, I can't understand what accent that was trying to be. A sentiment we can all agree with.
I honestly cannot comment on that at the end of the day.
We also, unfortunately, still have no access to the music as it's closed down completely, and I don't know the password to get back on it. So we've got.
If you do know the password,
yeah,
tweet in
@NerveRadio. But we do have a suggestion from Ben saying DJ Matthew Hessey can beatbox for us instead.
Oh, I've got a great idea
Which-
of the song we could do an a cappella beatbox cover of. Given your recent sort of calls on the listening audience to believe in whatever it was. Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
A beatbox version of Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
It has to be done.
Howard, can any of us beatbox? Like to
Yes.
start
Boom,
with? Okay.
boom, boom,
Lay
boom,
down a
boom.
No, that's the bass.
Boom, boom.
Sorry.
It's not even the bass line for the right song. That's the bass line of Take Your Breath Away from Top Gun.
Boom.
Take two.
Do
Okay.
do do do. Do 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 do.
Dum, dum. The smell of wine and cheap perfume. You took the midnight train going anywhere.
Well,
Do 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 do.
Get that feel. I don't even remember the words.
Don't stop believing.
Believing.
Do 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 do.
Hold on to that feeling. Oh yeah, streets like people. Oh, I reckon we're onto a hit here.
Stairway to heaven.
There we go. That was the ending.
Yeah, that's how Don't Stop Believing by Journey
Ends,
goes
yeah.
at the end there. Ends with that, yeah.
My
Um,
fingers are bleeding.
Which was famously copied by Led Zeppelin.
Yes, no, it was.
Plagiarists.
Which I would,
They
which we
are.
would, which you know, don't Google that. We'd play it for you if we had access
We are
to
Google.
our music. Like,
We
don't
are
Google it
Google.
to check. We'll
knows
we'll
where
just
you'll
sob. I'll be honest. We've still got some more like music time to fill. Does anyone want to lay down a beat and I'll try and rap?
Okay. Yeah, this is good.
Go on then.
Right.
Okay.
Are we ready? Acapella beat.
Yo, I'm DJ Matthew Hessey and I'm here to say what the wickety wiki whack is going on today.
Hang on, stop. That's horrible.
I don't know what you're on about. I thought that was heartfelt.
No, what
and-
we need is some Tom Waits here, probably like. And then I was walking down the street. All Halloween orange, and then then bass solo.
Ben supports me. He
On
says,
the
actually,
river.
please put the music back on, please. Obviously, in reference to my incredible rap that got cut off in
It
its
was,
infancy.
Obviously, you know.
It's the world's not ready for that rap. That
No.
I had to cut that off.
No.
You're not prepared.
Yeah.
No,
It's
disappointed. Like,
in 10 years.
I got
Maybe
it.
then
Like,
we're
10
ready.
years he'll have
it was
10
all up in my
years.
head. And
And then DJ 10 years Hessey.
oh, we have a password guess from Sprucey Moosey, which is Alligator23, which I can tell you without putting it in, it is not.
But that is Sprucey's
that is-
password.
Yeah, that's her password.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
internet
shouldn't-
banking,
You shouldn't
just
really
everything
give that
really.
kind of stuff out, even if we are Google. You know, that's not advisable.
We keep that stuff to ourselves.
Yes, along with which particular shade of grey I'm most enamoured with.
Right, so that's the end of the music. I think that was personally the best music break we've ever had.
I think keep the machine off in the future.
Yeah, no, we will. Like, I've written down more of my rap, so I'm going to work on that. And
it needs a lot more than work.
It needs a lot more than work, does it? Yeah. Well, maybe if I was getting a better beat, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blame your tools and calling us tools.
I
Jesus
can be mean
Christ.
as well.
We'll go on strike.
Shall we wrap up and then run away?
Wrap up, whoa!
Well, yeah.
Nice.
Just as I meant, I knew that was a thing. Yeah, like, I didn't just luck into that. That was all part of my plan. Yeah. Okay, so round 4.
Yep, round 4 is the final round. It's the abrupt resolution round.
Ooh, I like this.
You've got less than 5 minutes
Oh,
to
God.
resolve this wonderful
Saga.
I've lost the word story. Okay, your time starts now.
Whoa! What park? Why am I here? This isn't anything to do with my goal.
But Thorpe Park was to do with his goal. He was in Thorpe Park all along. Each house was just a ride.
I am so drunk.
And so, the toothpaste, the carrot that dangles at the end of the stick, was actually on Thorpe's Park new ride. Pasty Way.
Whoa, I've read about this in my favourite magazine, Fishing with Dennis.
Who is an avid Thorpe Park enthusiast.
That's right.
And there's Derek, who was there because he's always there.
Oh, I'm such a fan.
Me too.
Can I have your autograph?
You can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so, with a pen, he stabbed our man bird his autograph on his chest.
There you go. I would use paper, but I don't believe in paper. Nor do I believe in having a consistent accent.
Yeah, I do have your magazine and a notepad here. It would have been a bit easier.
You should have said.
But then, whoosh!
Whoosh.
The roller coaster just turned on by itself. It was like Thorpe Park was a living being out to get the
After
humans.
change,
Oh my
make
gosh.
Sure you hint towards a spin-off.
Ooh, spin-off.
Oh. And then the roller coaster started
Make it a
to
rap spin-off.
Yeah,
Should be a
the
rap
roller
spin-off.
coaster started to rap. Here we go.
Whoa, I love the sound of this already.
Many times I'm running around fast. Spinning around, spinning off, in fact.
Oh!
I spoke too soon.
Round and round and round he goes.
And round, spinning right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, round.
Ooh, the only way Man-Bird was going to beat this roller coaster and get his toothpaste was by a rap battle. So he let off his own rap.
Yo, roller, get out my way.
Oh!
I'm Man-Bird, okay? I'll undress you like a
Clay pigeon.
but unfortunately you have no clothes.
Oh! He was hit right in the back of the roller coaster.
Oh, I was
I just think it's unfair that you guys got to finish your raps.
It's all part of the story. But there was one rap left in him. The final rap.
No!
I may be lying here dead.
Ooh.
But don't think that I'm going back to bed.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what you need for your head.
Oh.
Some toothpaste, you mother.
Oh! That floored the Man-Bird right to the ground.
That's your time.
And then he got to face.
And then everything was resolved. The end.
To be continued.
Oh, what, in the spin-off, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
roller coaster rap spin-off.
Nice. We've got some more tweets in. We've got from Yusuf. He says to Ben, I hate you now. Why would you suggest they sing? This is a sign of the apocalypse. It's coming. We know now. It's coming. Ben says, I am honestly so sorry. I wasn't expecting it to be that cringeworthy.
Well,
Obviously talking about your beatboxing. No offense,
well,
guys,
at the
but
end of the world, you just have to kind of.
just embrace it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
the world's
read
ending,
the subtext in those tweets, and I think they want to hear the final part of your rap.
Either
Want to
that or
hear
go
the
on a
final
Valentine's
part of
date
my rap?
together.
Yeah.
It's
We
one
can
of
do
those
the
two
final
things.
part of my
Yes.
rap can be our sign-off song. So the
Okay.
song that would normally play between shows, we'll do my incredible
All right.
rap that
That-
the world
I mean,
is
that's what
waiting
they
for.
asked for. So
Yeah, no, it is. That is what they're asking.
Yeah.
In fact, Ben asked for it in this tweet here where he said, I wish you'd do the rap as your sign-off song. Also, as a half man / half bird myself, I am finding James's portrayal to be very believable and authentic. Bravo.
It's not a portrayal. It's based on reality.
It's a way of life, isn't it? Yeah. Yusuf also says, it's too late to apologise. It's too late. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Well, he's only got himself to blame.
I think he's
it's
asking for the rap as well.
Yeah.
Ben, obviously very upset about Yusuf's desire to leave the planet, says, no, 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 no!
Whoa, if you take the first letter of each of those words, it spells out Matt Hessey should finish rap.
It does, and I
Finish
think
rap as
I
a
think
genre.
we've
Yes,
just got enough time
End rap.
to shall we finish off with the rap then?
Yeah, we'll put.
Oh,
put
God.
the last
Wait,
word.
how many points did we get?
Oh yeah, we'll score it quickly and then we need to go.
8.5 out of 10. Well done.
Yeah.
Bravo
Right.
team, well done. We'll
Nice.
we'll get it up to a 10
What about
after
Matt's
this
score?
rap though.
You've got a score as well.
This
You got-
rap. Well, you didn't let me finish my rap, so
Yes, we are.
So you
I
got
would
5
give
out
you
of 4.
an 8.5 as well. I think that's a fair score. That's a fair
17.
score, yeah. Okay, right, we need to head off. So here goes our final song.
Right.
Yo, I'm DJ Matthew Hessey and I'm here to say what the wickety whack is going on today. See, I came into the studio, music all ready to go, but then the G-Dang Myriad system was all hell no.
MC Hessey!
Who do you think you are with your music subpar? Come in and pressing all my buttons with your G-Damn muttons. You want music on the radio? Well, I say go make a fool of yourself on the radio. Well, if you insist, then afterwards to recover you can all go get pissed.
Brap, brap, brap.
Are we allowed to say that?
There we go. Well, we are now. You know
Yes,
what?
we can say brap.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Ben says, don't listen to Yogi. And
I read the
That's
subtext
it.
there.
That was,
listen to Yogi.
yeah. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. That was DJ Matthew Hessey and his wickety whack crew.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to
Say
thank
the nicest
Luke,
things.
George, Yogi, and James for joining us. And yes, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Woo.